So I still don't fully believe this is happening. I'm keep waiting for the alarm to go off and realize that this was just a dream and I have to go back to reality. But if this was only a dream, I can tell you that was a hell of a dream. Hell of a dream.
Hi, good morning. Our headlines today: a second national lockdown in England to last for a month. It comes in response to fears that the rise in coronavirus cases could overwhelm hospitals.
And from Thursday until the start of December, you must stay at home. You may only leave home for specific reasons. I'm afraid non-essential shops, leisure and entertainment venues will all be closed.
This year was a complete train wreck. We had to spend the spring and most of the summer trapped in our homes. And when a little hope came this fall, the second wave showed up, so we had to go back into quarantine. But there are two ways you can deal with something unfortunate. You can be a victim, or you can use any sort of misfortune as an opportunity. In my case, I'm a very outdoorsy person, a traveler, adventurer, and overall a people person. And most of the things that I enjoy doing I couldn't do during lockdown. And to be honest, I was a bit depressive at some point. But then I realized that if something good is going to happen and something good is going to come out of this situation overall, it's my job to make it happen. So then I came up with a very cool idea. What if I would move to Mauritius for a couple of months? And I did a lot of research. And I realized that this idea overall is not only possible, but it's highly doable. Every time I do something on a very big scale, you're gonna have obstacles in your way, which is normal. And for me, my biggest obstacles is that I'm gonna have to pack my whole life into luggage and literally go there because I cannot afford to keep the place in London as well. The second thing is that when I arrive there, I'm gonna have to go through a quarantine period, which is 14 days, but I'm gonna have to do it in a hotel, like a specialized center. That means that I'm gonna be locked into a room for 14 days, and I'm gonna be interacting with anybody outside, probably room service or something. I don't really know exactly how it's gonna be working out. And the third challenge is that after the 14 days of quarantine is over, I'm gonna have to move to find a place to stay for a couple of months. But I haven't thought too much about the third part because I'm gonna have enough time in the quarantine to think about that one.
Oh my days, it's 5 in the morning. I have like 45 minutes to prepare myself for the journey. So I'm just gonna take a quick shower and be on my way. Yeah, so this is it. I'm ready. This is the luggage that I'm gonna have. I think this is the most luggage I ever had when I travel somewhere. And just 1 minute to say goodbye to my room. And yeah, it's time to go. Still very early in the morning, to be honest. I have Uber coming right now, so I'll be on my way quite soon. Yay!
Suavecito, muy rico se siente cada vez que te veo en mi mente. Solo pienso en ti, no lo quiero admitir. Puedo ver que te pones nervioso, tu carita en tonos de rojo. Cuando estás junto a mí, yo te tengo así.
Yeah, I finally arrived at the Heathrow airport, and I think this is the first time in my life when I'm like 3 hours ahead before my flight, so I have plenty of time. And there is the curious thing about this one, like even though I left really early in the morning, we're talking about 6:30 or something, I'm going to be arriving in Mauritius by tomorrow in the afternoon UK time. So it's going to take a lot of time for me to get there, but yeah, it's going to be worth it.
Free transfer to Terminal 4 and 5. Trains to London. Doors open. Next stop, Terminal 2. Terminal 3.
Yep, so this will happen when you get to the airport 3 hours ahead. You finish everything in like 1 hour, probably less than that, and you gotta wait for like 2 hours more. This is the first time, probably the last time I'm going that early to an airport. I never understood actually why people are queuing ahead with like 1 hour before the plane is set to leave, because no matter how fast you get into the plane, you're gonna have to wait there until every last passenger is gonna be boarded. So every time when I travel, I wait on a bench for like literally the last minute, and when it's the last call, I just like bump into there, just go into the plane and make myself comfortable. So you'll see my point exactly now, because there are like literally 3 people to go. Okay, so let's go. See, there is literally nobody waiting in the queue. I'm just gonna go there. I'm gonna have the same seat that I was supposed to have anyway. So now I'm past the gate. Literally nobody to stop me. Everybody's moving very fast. Now I'm on my way to the plane, which leaves me 11 hours from Mauritius. Yeah, it's gonna be a freaking long flight, but it's gonna be worth it, hopefully. Hello, sir.
Hello, welcome.
Yep.
So you're on 39F.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. You have to turn right.
Yep. Thank you.
Take us.
Also have my traveling kit, which is a couple of masks and a disinfectant, I guess, which is good enough. Already have a mask on, but probably those are replaceable ones. It's weird, everybody's like super equipped, like they have full body armor against COVID. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, this one's it. Awesome. Yeah, so I think I'm halfway through there, and there's like a very interesting feeling is that I love being on an airplane. Like, I don't know about how everybody feels about it, but for me, being on an airplane and the excitement about going somewhere is so cool. Like, I miss that. I haven't been on an airplane since probably January or something, and I totally miss this feeling. Even though I super enjoy being on a plane, but I can't wait to get there. I'm probably halfway there, so it's gonna take a while until I'm gonna get even remotely close to Mauritius. Yeah, so we're 10 minutes to landing. The view from the plane is super great, so I'm gonna try to show you a recording of it from this angle. Okay, so.
Hasta que te disuelvas. Oh, no hay reglas, haz lo que tú quieras a toda manera. Oh, vente esta noche a mi barrio.
So one thing I didn't expect about it is that it's super hot. So I'm a bit overdressed.
Vol 1, 2, 5 en provenance de Vaudreuil est
Hi. Oh, awesome. There is no queue here. Yeah, so the testing part is over. I think the last thing remains is to go to the bus and head towards the hotel where I'm gonna be locked away for 2 weeks. And that's apparently the last stop.
A mi barrio, muy despacio. A mi barrio, vente solito pa' mí. A mi barrio, muy despacio. A mi barrio, quiero solita pa' mí. Vente esta noche a mi barrio. Tráete el
So now I guess I only have to find my luggage. Yeah, so I guess this is my last stop, and probably for 2 weeks nothing exciting is going to happen. Almost there, 4-2. Okay, there we go. And this is the room, it's open. And yeah, this is it. I'm here. So ironic enough, the part that I thought is going to be the easiest one in the whole initiative, in the whole journey, turned out to be the hardest one. But I probably should have seen that coming, because staying locked in a hotel room for 14 days isn't exactly the ideal way of spending your time. But like for me, I was had a lot of work to do. I was focusing on my my tasks, so it didn't feel that long because I was all day caught into doing all sort of stuff. So yeah, so I found a very cool flat, which is 5 minutes walking distance from the beach. And I recently found out that in Mauritius there is literally no lockdown. So basically there is only a quarantine period when you get into a country, but afterwards, after the quarantine period, there is literally no lockdown. So everything is open, including restaurants, clubs, pubs. And I found in the area where I'm gonna move, there is a designated party area. So there are pubs and clubs all over the place within walking distance. So eventually, all this waiting in the hotel room is going to be worth it. So I'm going to have a very nice time in the next following weeks. So yeah, it's going to be super fun. Yeah, so I packed my stuff. I'm ready to go. I have a cab waiting for me downstairs, and I should be on my way quite soon. The next step is I'm going to go to have a look at the flat that I'm going to move in. So I'm just going to show you very quick how it looks like.
This is interesting. I really like this one.
So I managed to challenge the notion of whatever seems possible, and got to Mauritius, and I'm gonna spend my whole winter on the beach and enjoy my life instead of being locked into a room. So this is what happens when you go out of the comfort zone and try something new, something you haven't done before, right? So I'm just gonna show you what I got to do besides
being locked out in the room.